Boom Chanka, how's it going, guys? It's the Flying Pig here. Sorry for the late start to the stream today. I had to sort some stuff out this morning. But I'm watching the game now. I'm going to do a watch along, albeit a shorter than usual one. Feeling like absolute arse today as well. Really unwell, chest infection, cold, toothache. It's not going good. So just sort of laying down, a little bit more laid back than usual, to be honest. Paint me like one of your French girls. Anyway, look. Just to give you an update of what's going on in the game, I haven't been able to set up the team news and everything properly in this video in time today, so I just wanted to get on here as quickly as I possibly could. And hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. Please do let me know in the comments section. I can see Alex Rudd, hello, says hello. Hello, Alex Rudd. Thank you very much for getting in here, buddy. Stephen Zevon, hola to you. Glenn, how's things, pal? Not great, feeling absolutely gashtastic. Abdullahi Saeed says, what a goal by James. Yes, I'll get onto that in a moment. Just caught it in time. Clam J comments, £1.50 down the drain. Daniel James, he scores again. Hey, Pig. Hey, Alex. Neil Duffin, shout out to you. And Lalu Pato, the first true legends that have joined us today. So thank you to everybody who's getting in here live on the live stream right now. So yes, currently 16 minutes 5 seconds gone in the game at St Mary's. Southampton are currently trailing Manchester United 1-0, courtesy of an absolutely gorgeous goal by that young lad, Daniel James. I mean, unbelievable. 3 goals in 4 Premier League appearances from him. There was a lot of talk, can he make the step up at 21 years of age from the Championship and do the business for United when it counts and as needed right away? And guess what? It's looking like he can. Because, I mean, not just the goals. He's not just scored 3 goals in 4 games, but the quality of the goals. I mean, all of the goals... Okay, the first one was a bit of a lucky deflection in that Chelsea game, wasn't it? But other than that, the 2 goals that he scored have been right out the top drawer. That one last week, the curling effort into the top right-hand corner. And this week, again, similar sort of thing, but with bags of power behind it this time. Really great placement, really great connection, really great strike. I mean, I just think he looks like such an exciting talent. Hopefully he doesn't dive like he did, in one of the last games and make an exhibition of himself throughout the season in that sense. Hopefully he'll cut that out of his game. But in terms of looking like an exciting player, looking like a player that can absolutely do the job for Manchester United right now and benefit us, then I say, come on, Daniel James, get in there, my lad, eh? It won't be long before we're singing, Daniel James running down the wing, or is that blasphemous? Can we not sing that? Because obviously that's Giggsy's song. But I think if he takes over the mantle from Giggsy as that quality flying winger for us, then I don't see why not. I mean, he's looked. I would say he looks better on the left at the moment as well. I know, obviously, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but he's had joy the last 2 quality goals that he scored. Hang on a second, Manchester United with an opportunity there, and it's nearer the corner flag than it is the goal. Who was it? 17 minutes, 58 seconds gone if you guys want to link up. Oh, and Man United just had a shot over the bar. It was Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Jeepers, that was good effort. I'm loving the kit, by the way. Loving the kit. It is an awesome kit. Nice to have a black kit back at Manchester United. Roy Keane's the first player I think of when I think of the black kit. What about you guys? So Aaron Wan-Bissaka with an opportunity there for Manchester United. Couldn't put it in there, but it was a decent effort. It looks like United... I missed the first few minutes of the game here, but it looks like United have settled in reasonably well. Southampton came at us early on, and, I mean, you saw what Dan James... Boufal, you mug! Did you just see that? Boufal's just controlled the ball into his own face and out for a throw-in. That was quality. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Southampton's team here, and I'm not scared, but I wasn't scared last week against Crystal Palace and we lost that game. And just because... Oh, hang on a second. Pereira's gone down to the ground like he's been shot here. It does look like it's a legitimate foul, though. Let's have a watch of the replay. So, oh, it's a dive. Pereira, you've just dived, mate. What's he doing? Booked. Kevin Danso for the foul on... It looked like a bloody dive to me. I don't know about you guys. Alex Rincon, how you doing, mate? Thanks for stopping by here. Says, what a goal by Dan James Pigg. I must say, that was a hell of a finish from the lad. Hell of a strike. He's so exciting. Can't wait to see him do the business for us this season now. He's settled in better than anyone, really, out of the new signings. I know Aaron Wan-Bissaka's just looked like a complete tank. But Dan James, you have to say, he's given us something. You know, he's given us 3 goals in four Premier League games so far. For such a young lad, I think that's an amazing return. Plus, he wasn't like a big marquee signing. We didn't spend a significant huge amount of money like we did on Wan-Bissaka or of course, Maguire. Daniel James, 20 million or 18 million, whatever it was. It's actually a really small amount of money when you see the quality of the player we're getting. So good bit of business there by United for a change, I think. I mean, I am happy with the 3 signings Man United made in the window. Yeah, sure. We could have definitely done with a bunch of other signings too, because we're definitely lacking in certain areas. We've got injury problems now. Martial out, of course. Luke Shaw out. We've definitely got some significant injury problems at the moment. Let's have a look at the team news for you. I'm sure you guys already know, but ball into the box. Manchester United try to get it back under control and make something happen. Right, let's have a look. So, just to fill you in with what the team news is. So, Ashley Young's captain. What a load of gash that is. But look, I mean, it is what it is. Luke Shaw's injured. It would be nice if we maybe put faith in Diogo Dalot, somebody like that, somebody younger, to deputise and give them game time and help them improve. And they'll probably go on to be a better player than Ashley Young as well. I think Dalot will. I mean, I don't know. It's very tough. I mean, Ashley Young was actually a really good player, wasn't he? Earlier on in his career, back in the Villa days, and also when Man United got him. He's been a good servant, but I mean, I just don't think he should be near this team right now. But injury problems have forced our hand there, really. Oh, Dan James! He's bloody man-possessed, this lad! Well, what did I say? What did I say in my rap disc preview? I said, Dan James, man-possessed. He's going to play like freaking the ghost of George Best. And that is what he's doing today, boys and girls. He's just had another shot. Let's have a look at this. From the edge of the area. Rashford plays him in. Oh, he does great bit of control. Gets that half a yard. It's a good save in the end. He is feeling the confidence, you can tell, from that first goal. And from that start that he's had. Good palm away from the goalkeeper there. But Dan James, what a start this man has had so far. 3 shots on goal in this game. And 1 goal. And that one was a very decent effort as well. He's definitely got an eye for goal. He's not scared of having a pop. And more importantly, he's actually having pops in really good positions. It's not like he's just aimlessly having a shot from like 40 yards out like Rashford thinking he's Ronaldo. No, he's working the chance. He's getting that half a yard. He's having a good old shot on goal. That's what I like to see. No messing around. They're just showing another replay of the goal. I mean, it's textbook stuff here. The way that he's just meandered back inside, opened up his body, just taking it across the defenders there. It's a fantastic bit of skill from Dan James to score that opening goal for Manchester United. It really, really is. Anyway, so Ashley Young left back. We've got Maguire and Lindelof as the centre-backs. Hopefully they can put in a bit more of a solid performance in this game. I'm hoping for a clean sheet. Of course, the big error in the last game was committed by Victor Lindelof, so we don't want to see any more of that at all. That completes the back 5 with De Gea in goal, and McTominay and Pogba are the same selected 2 in midfield by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So say about that what you will. I mean, I would have liked to have seen perhaps a change, a difference out of those 2 players, but then we have got some different changes in the side up top there. Martial probably out injured sort of forces the hand, but we've got Andreas Pereira playing, Juan Mata and Daniel James, the 3 in behind Rashford there. So, yes, I mean, you know, it's not the strongest side, but it's certainly strong enough to beat this Southampton team, and especially if Juan Mata has a good game, Pereira have a good game, they're going to have to step up and show what they can do when they come into this team. It's all well and good giving the opportunities to the younger players, but they're also going to have to take those opportunities, or even Juan Mata, some of the experienced players. If they're coming into the team, this team needs performances right now. So you've got to take the opportunities when they come. So people like Pereira, you're going to have to put in a good performance today if you want to stay in this team. People like Mata, you're going to have to pull the strings and do a better job than Lingard. I mean, I don't see how you cannot. because Lingard's been atrocious recently. That's the main thing I'm happy about. No bloody Lingard in the team. Get in there. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer defending Lingard in his previous press conference. He just had his manager's hat on, didn't he? Come on. In the real world, he knows he's shite. He knows that we needed a change. He knows that we need a more intelligent footballer in there, especially when we're coming up against the lesser teams that maybe are going to sit back. We need those players that can unlock a defence, which is why I think Juan Mata's in there today. Right, let's read a bunch of your comments out. Thanks to everybody who's getting involved here. Neil Duffin comments, by the way, Pig, Charlie Nicholas is still a Muppet. What an absolute Muppet that guy is. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, he thinks he's giving it the big one now because United have had a bit of a ropey start. He doesn't think Maguire's a great signing. You'll all see. He is a quality player. He's a great signing. So I think Charlie Nicholas is a tit, to be perfectly honest with you. United try and make something happen. Long ball over the top there. Goalie gathers it up. Alex Rincon says, what a goal. I've already read that one out. I think I have. Clam J says, we can only use the Giggsy song if James screws his brother's wife. Oh, dear. Shit in hell, Clam J. I need to start pre-reading these comments, but no, fair play. I mean, disappointed with Giggsy on that one, let's be honest. Very disappointed. But as a player, he's my childhood hero, so I just love Ryan Giggs. But, okay. I'm not, just from a footballing point of view. Rudd says, I've not even had breakfast yet. We'll go at halftime. Ditto, mate. Ditto. I haven't eaten anything. I haven't even had a cup of coffee. I'm drinking water. Don't feel good just because I've got a bit of a chest infection at the moment. I'm not feeling fantastic. Daniel James comes surging forward here. 25 minutes, 43 seconds gone on the clock. If you guys are interested in syncing it up with me, or if you want to know where we are in the game, that's where we are. Just approaching the 26-minute mark. Wan-Bissaka on the ball now. Interesting. Interesting start by United. I mean, what we don't want to do is show that inexperience once again, and we need our midfield to have a good game. I think that's where our problems have stemmed from recently. It's just the players on the ball and the players without the ball in midfield. What they're doing, the closing down, the challenges, the distribution. It's from midfield is where the problems have stemmed. We've just been getting our midfield bypassed effectively. So McTominay, Pogba, they're going to have a good game today. We've got the lead now. So in a sense, maybe the pressure should be off where we can just counter them a bit easier, because Southampton, although they probably weren't approaching this game with the mentality of we're going to take the game and batter United, now they're 1-0 down, so they've got nothing to lose. They'll be searching for that equaliser, of course they will. So United should hopefully be able to exploit some space, but the same thing happened. Oh, lovely pass over the top, hold on a minute! Rashford on the ball, he whips it back and across the 6-yard box, it's a great pass! Fizzing squared pass by Marcus Rashford, and unfortunately nobody could get on the end of it. But let's have another look at this. I'm not sure. I think it was Juan Mata who's played the ball over the top to Rashford. Great ball. Great ball. That is what I'm talking about. If it's not Juan Mata, whoever it was a bloody great ball. Over the top. Just what we need. Rashford, fantastic run from him there. Acres of space for himself. And Mata puts it over the top. It's a fantastic pass. Rashford, great wing play there. Takes it wide. Fizzes it back across the 6-yard box. Just waiting. It was begging to be struck by a United shirt. Unfortunately, it's gone out for a corner, so let's see what happens. Maguire's waiting in there. Slabad's waiting in there. Ashley Young with a corner in. Oh, and it wasn't the worst corner, but it has found its way out of Southampton's defence. United still got the ball. Ball into the box, and it finds the header around Wan-Bissaka. My bad. It was Marcus Rashford. But either way, it's gone wide. I'm watching it on a phone, guys, so, I don't know. Just okay. I'll try and do better, right? Marcus Rashford, headed opportunity. Let's have another look at this. It was very, very wide. He's just not managed to get underneath it properly there. Dan James with the cross in. Not only is this man able to bang a shot in with a supreme power and placement, he's also got the vision as well. And the execution. Great pass in by Dan James. I'm loving what I'm seeing by Dan James. Oh. Callum Ackroyd comments, United are crap, mate. Well, fair enough, Callum, if that's your opinion. I mean, compared to the United we were under Fergie or previously, yes, we are crap. We are. But we're still, capable of beating a team like Southampton. We should be doing the business here, shouldn't we? And the season is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So if we can get it together, maybe bring in a couple of key signings in January, which we didn't get in the summer transfer window, we'll be better placed to maybe challenge for top 4 this season. But yeah, long term, United shouldn't be happy with challenging for top four. We should be challenging for all major competitions. Danso with a long ball, Rory Delap throw-in. Oh, United struggle to deal with it, but we do. Southampton managed. That's an interesting little tactic they've got there. So they've gone for the old Stoke City. Rory Delap. They've got Kevin Danso whipping a long ball in. Maybe they do that every week, but it's not something that I've seen. See, the interesting thing about those type of throw-ins is a lot of teams don't implement it. So when a team is expecting you to just play it in, maybe they're not ready for it. Maybe they're not really accustomed to dealing with that long looping throw over the top there. And I think you just sort of, maybe they almost crafted an opportunity for themselves there. It's a tactic that works. Comment from RB.com says, Piggy, can I have an oink oink? There you go, buddy. Thanks very much for stopping by, but I'm not a performing monkey for you guys, just so you know, we're a performing piggy. React says, Pig, I love you. I love you too. Thank you very much for getting involved here and showing your positivity on the stream. James Mosscrop says, haha, ref mate. Oh, I missed it. I must have missed it. Mike Dean's the referee. Yeah, he's an absolute tithead, isn't he? Come on then, lads. Let's score a couple more. Here comes Southampton, though. I must say, I really don't like Southampton's new kit. I know I shouldn't have an opinion on this, but they've made the stripes 3 times as wide, and it just looks shit. That doesn't look like Southampton to me. They've got a full red back. It's stop trying to be Manchester United or something here. The back of the shirt almost looks like United, and I'm not happy about that. I've just seen the referee incident, mate. That's hilarious. Just taken on the backside there. Bit of brands on the go. Shout out to Beats produced by CYM. Absolutely, mate. Or, sorry, Beats produced by CM, it is. Anton, how you doing, says, goal Pogba. Let's find out! I think you're bullshitting me. 31 seconds, 14 seconds, 31 minutes, 14 seconds gone in the game. And United currently lead Southampton 1-0. Maybe I am slightly behind on the stream, of course. Because I'm live streaming, there's a slight delay, and also maybe what I'm watching it on is also slightly delayed. Callum Ackroyd says Steve Bruce or Roy Hodgson. I mean, that is a really tough one, isn't it? I mean, if you're talking about for United manager, if I had to choose between them two, I don't know, actually. It's really difficult. Steve Bruce has got that United history as a player, but I've not been too impressed with what I've seen him do as a manager. Roy Hodgson, on the other hand, yeah, he's a bit of a shit manager. He was a calamity with England. He was a calamity. He's probably doing an okay job with Palace, really, when you think about it. He was really good with Fulham when he was at Fulham. Got them to the Europa League final. Really respectable, good team. I remember that he assembled with the likes of Damien Duff and Clint Dempsey and these sorts of guys. He had a really, really good manager, Roy Hodgson. I know I like to take the piss out of him, but he's actually really good. And I think he did a really good job of managing Switzerland back in the day as well. So, to me, he's got the most heritage, doesn't he? He absolutely does. But from a United point of view, I don't know. I mean, I'll take the blue pill, mate. I don't know. Take the blue pill on that occasion. Mark Sin says, I left my booty call to watch your watch-along, Pig. Well, I don't know what's the matter with you, Mark Sin, because, you've got your booty call here, which, I'm guessing that's something that you've worked on and something that you enjoy. And then you've got the watch-along game. What you should have done is put those hands together, buddy. Had it on in the background. Crikey, what a comment. Thank you very much for getting in here. Yeah, Alex Rudd says, no asking for links, and he's retracted his own message because he swore, but don't worry about it, Alex. Look, I agree, stop asking for links and all that sort of stuff. There's no links going on here. Find your own links if you can't find a link to the game. The point of this watch-along is I'm watching the game, you're watching it along with me if you can, and if you can't, then I'm filling you in with what's going on. So, there we go. The same thing applies to showing the game, turning up the commentary. No, it's not going to happen. Copyright infringement. SG Legend, how you doing? Says, good start, but Gash is having a daymare. I haven't seen too much. I missed the first 10 minutes of the game, so fair enough, I'll take your word for it. It doesn't surprise me because he is Gashly. Here comes Southampton. Aaron Wan-Bissaka makes the challenge. Oh my days! You cannot get past him, can you? 33 minutes, 57 seconds gone. Aaron Wan-Bissaka He's impassable, unpassable, the lad. Stephen Evans says, remember when I used to have a booty called Sad Face? Look, mate, you just got to get yourself out there, all right? Southampton with a pass in. Oh, Southampton play the ball into the box, headed down. Good defending by United there. I think it's McTominay actually who's cleared the ball for United, but we have gifted possession away now. And Southampton, they have a pop shot from distance. De Gea watches it go past this far post there. Neil Duffin says, my wife thinks she's number 3, Manchester United 1, chocolate 2, and her 3, I said the first 2 don't keep you warm at night. Well, that's not strictly true. I mean, what about hot chocolate? What about hot chocolate? That could keep you warm. Fair play to you. Oh, Southampton with a chance here, edge of the area. Cleared away. Is it only as far as Baldy in the centre of the park there, who has a shot? Romeo it was. He's had a couple of chances there. Cleared away. I'm almost feeling a little bit delirious this morning because I haven't had much sleep. I'm on like painkillers, I guess they are, for just feeling rough and ill. Not that they're doing that much. So, but they are making me feel a little bit delirious. Hang on, what just happened there? Rashford has fallen to the ground like a sack of potatoes. What is it with these modern day footballers, boys and girls, though? I don't want to criticise United players, but you never see Roy Keane doing that. He would be absolutely embarrassed to do such a thing. As would I. You know? Because you just don't act like that. But anyway, he's gone down. He's gone down. RB Com says, as a Juve fan, trust me, once Cancelo gets game time, he will be better. So talking about João Cancelo at City. Listen, from what I saw of João Cancelo last year, I think he's a very talented player. Somebody that I was interested United to sign, or trying to sign, before we got Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But now we've got Wan-Bissaka. I mean, he looks like the best right back in world football. I'm saying it at 21 years of age. Oh, shit! Southampton with a chance! Back stick! Kevin Danso! Oh! And it's blocked by United's defence in the end there, but man, they cut us open pretty easily there. Let's have a look. What's going on? What's going on? Southampton come again. They come again. They take it wide. Danso with a cross into the back stick. It was a good cross, but it's dealt with by United. Good bit of defending there by United. We have a super chat here from Mark Sin. Mark Sin, thanks for getting involved here. Comments, Arsenal versus Spurs or Spuds. Can you get Henry on? I've already asked Henry. Unfortunately, he cannot do it because it's just a bit too late. So he's actually not able to watch the game because he's got work and stuff the next day and all that sort of thing. I think it's just too late for when it's on over there. I know, piss poor commitment from the lad though, eh? No, really, like he's obviously got work and stuff, like you can't... He's going to have to catch up with that game himself a bit later, I believe. So I can't get him on for a live watch-along. Unfortunately, I'd love to. But I may well do another one of these for it. I did say I'll probably do a watch-along for it because it is a big game and it's interesting, and I might have a cheeky bet on Arsenal in that game. I'm going to put maybe a couple of quid on Arsenal. That means I'll be supporting Arsenal in that game. I mean, I obviously won't be supporting Arsenal. But bearing in mind, Henry's my friend. Henry likes to banter. Henry likes to receive banter. I haven't been able to, to administer much banter recently in terms of Spurs because of United being so shit and Spurs doing so good. So I really hope that Arsenal do win that game, even though, you know, Arsenal are still challenging for top 4 spaces. Arsenal are still rivals of ours. Alex Rudd, Super Chats, you should do the Arsenal versus Spurs live. Thank you very much, Alex Rudd. I will definitely try to, my friend. Like I just said, I'll try. I think I will. Do you know what I mean? Like, I will. Rather than saying I'll try, I'm just going to do it. Oh, dear. Come on, United, then. Let's have it. Let's have another one before half-time. 38 minutes, 34 seconds gone. Rincon says, hope Arsenal and Spurs draw 0-0. Yeah, that's very true. That would be the best possible outcome, I suppose. Just a 0-0 ball draw. Snooze fest. Best possible outcome. I mean, not from the neutral point of view, in the sense of watching a good game of football, but in the sense that it'd be good if they both dropped 2 points, absolutely. People were a bit upset that I was, during the first game of the season between, or the second game, whatever it was, Man City and Tottenham, that I was happy that VAR goal was ruled out for City, because Tottenham are more likely to be direct rivals for us for the top 4 spaces, but which I guess is true. But at the same time, they're both our rivals. I don't like City. I don't want them to win the game. The ultimate result is them both dropping 2 points. So I hear you. I think that's the best result that could happen. 39 minutes, 30 seconds gone. United leading 1-0. So 5 or 6 minutes before half-time here. I'd love to give you a bit more analysis of the game. I missed the first 10 minutes of the game. From what I've seen, I mean, United have created a fair bit. Rashford's looked quite lively. He had a good couple of opportunities to assist. He's missed a sitter of a header, though, that Dan James set up for him. Dan James has been absolutely monumental in this first half in terms of both the creator, both in terms of his movement and scoring that wonder goal, and almost having another good goal scoring opportunity as well. So Dan James to me has been the standout performer in this game. In terms of the midfield, I haven't really seen much from the likes of Pogba and McTominay, but you know, again, Southampton have had a bit of joy getting forward at United, certainly down the wings, getting it in there. I mean, somebody commented and said Ashley Young's been performing gashly. I mean, it does make sense because we have seen a lot of balls come into the box here, not dealt with, not beaten away by the first man. And Maguire has just... What is going on there? I mean, that is just... the Southampton player's dived, ref! He's dived! Bloody Adams, he's dived. Yeah, that's right. That's right! Football's gone so soft, though, hasn't it? It used to be... I hate to keep saying this. In a way, it's better because it's quicker and, you know, the players have maybe a bit more technique than they did 10 or 15, 20 years ago. But it has gone too soft, in my opinion. I'd like to see some proper full-blooded challengers. I'd like to see a bit of needle and a bit of guile. And it was just getting cut out of the game at the moment these days. It really is, you know? It's kind of unfortunate. Like a Roy Keane, I don't think he could ever play in today's game. He'd just be sent off all the time. I know he got sent off a lot anyway, but I think he'd be sent off all the time. Neil Duffin says, Pig, you should be a commentator. I could never make it. The Northern Irish vocabulary gets me every time. Hoi noi Brian Coy, Neil! Thank you I hope that wasn't at all offensive, but thank you very much for getting in here. Marek Stachowski says, did I just get in? Did I miss much? You just missed Daniel James's wonder goal. Other than that, you haven't missed a whole lot, to be perfectly honest with you. And you could probably just go and YouTube that, my friend. Buster B, how you doing? Comments, yo, Piggy, yo, Buster B. How's it going? Another Arsenal fan in here. If you didn't hear, I'll probably be doing... No, I will be doing a live stream for the game tomorrow for the North London Derby. Reacts comments, I think most of the people who moan about Pogba are just listening to other people and agreeing when they don't know what they're on about. Yeah, I mean, look, Pogba's got a lot of admirers, and I can understand because technically he has absolutely everything in the locker. He's got everything. Strength, he's got vision, he's got the ability to pass, he's got his passing ability, unbelievable. Shooting, you know, he does have it. But my problem with him is he's just the biggest dawdler ever in a United shirt. He gives the ball away too much. He loses possession a lot. And he shouldn't be doing that sort of stuff. If he could cut the silly mistakes out of his game, then he'd be a heck of a player for us. But he just doesn't. He doesn't seem to be able to do it consistently. And he could have a great game today, and like he did in the Chelsea game. But he's got to do it consistently before he's going to change my opinion of what sort of a player he is for United. Don't get me wrong, I think he's a good player. He is better than most of what we've got at the moment at the club. But still, there's a mentality issue. There's maybe a motivation issue. And we're going to need to see more from him for him to be considered a United player, in my opinion. It's crazy to say that about somebody that's been here for 3 years, but that he's still got something to prove, really. But he really does. I mean, he's not done the business for me. Sorry. I mean, that's just my opinion. If we got a big offer from a club to take him away, I would do it, because I think United at the moment, it's a big change that's happening. Another big change like getting Pogba gone and somebody else who might be able to do it for us and might fit the philosophy, fit the club better, because for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem like he's right for this United team. Now, I hope that changes between now and January, and he puts in such a great performance that we end up offering him a new contract and he doesn't leave. That would be the ideal scenario, okay? Because we know what he's capable of. We're talking about a World Cup winner here. You're talking about somebody that did it week in, week out over in Serie A. It's just a sporadic thing for United. It's not like he never does it. He's good, but he just doesn't do it that often. Mark Sin comments, the Saints are gash. Well, I think that's a fair comment. I do, Mark. I think it's a fair comment, mate, because, you know, they're definitely just not a good team, are they? Like, the players they've got. I mean, to be fair, though, they haven't done badly in this first half. They created a fair few opportunities for themselves. And I don't want to get a bit, you know, carried away here and too big for my boots when we're just beating them 1-0. Look what happened in the Palace game. Okay? So, I don't want to get carried away, but, actually, no, we scored first in the Palace game, didn't we? What the hell am I on about? I'm getting mixed up. Or the Wolves game, then. Yeah. Almost half-time then, lads and lasses. 45 minutes gone on the old clock. So, just a little bit of stoppage time here. Southampton with a final opportunity in this half. Ronaldo, chop! Yes, good defending there. Ashley Young, fair play to you, manages to get a pass off to a teammate. Oh, when we put the ball out for a throw, I think it was Paul Pogba who just played a loose pass there. He was trying to find Dan James. They weren't quite on the same wavelength, and the ball has gone out there, so... Ball into the box by Southampton. Almost a red head on it, but cleared away in the end. Pogba, what are you doing? Oh, you see? Like, just clear the ball away. Play the simple pass. He's tried to be a little bit too clever there. He's played the risky pass, and it almost back. And he's just given the ball away again. He's bloody useless, man. I'm sorry, but dawdling. What was that? Imagine Paul Scholes in that position. He receives the ball back from a teammate. He'd pop it off. He'd pop it off because there's two red shirts around him. But not Paul Pogba. I'm sorry, but I know he's great in other departments, but in the dawdling department, in the giving possession, nobody does it better. Nobody does it more consistently than Paul Pogba in terms of giving the ball away. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But that's what I see. Giving the ball away, man. Inviting pressure could lead to a goal, like it did last week. There's no need for it. Just play a simple ball out. Or if there isn't a simple ball, just bloody hoof it up the pitch in that situation. Phil Hunt comments, Pogba doing Pennywise the dancing clown impression today. Little Z says, I agree with you, pig. Alex Rudd says, it's half time. Yes, on my one, it's 46 minutes, 51 seconds gone. There was 2 minutes of added time here. So basically the end of the first half. Thank you very much, Alex Rudd, for keeping us up to date on the stream here. It's half time, guys. So half time, Manchester United 1-0, leading Southampton away at St Mary's in the Premier League. And Daniel James has put in a good performance in that first half. I mean, I must say that finish from him was excellent. He looks a lot more mature than his age, doesn't he? You have to say that. Because he's only 21, he's come up from the Championship. I mean, he looks like a really, really talented player because he's not afraid to have a shot. And when he does have a shot, they're always really good shots. I mean, that goal last week was just truly world-class. I thought the just a way to caress that ball in, curl it into the top right-hand corner. That was magic stuff. And then today, you know, similar sort of thing, but he's cut inside from the left, but he's pinged it this time. Placement, power, it had everything. So difficult to stop from a goalkeeping perspective. And I think he's been the standout performer for me up until this point in the start of the season, along with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I can't fault Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's been faultless. He really has. But yeah, in terms of the new signings, Harry Maguire, out of the three of them, has done the least so far. Really, but obviously it's early days. He's got to get used to his teammates in the system. But the other players are definitely looking fantastic. We've got a super chat here from Alex Rudd, who said, just realised I'm wearing the Van Cam shirt with United logo. Are you serious? Has it got the United logo on? That is brilliant, mate. Oh, Alex Rudd. You can do that to support Kev Ashford. Fair play to you, but you've got a United badge on you and you're an Arsenal fan. You should have somehow doctored it. Oh dear. That is brilliant. I love that. Van Cam's in here. How you doing, Kev? Thanks for stopping by, mate. Just having a bit of a rough one today, to be honest. Feeling absolutely rough. In fact, do you know what, guys? In the future, we need to get you guys on for like some sort of a watch along. If you're ever around for games, Kev, and you know I've talked to Alex in the past and stuff, maybe for the Man United Arsenal games, let's get you guys on. That'd be amazing if you're up for that. Anyway, and we could do some sort of a match watch along banter chat, I guess is what you call it. Rincon comments, Alex Rudd secretly loves United. I think it's true. I mean, you know, I saw him on the old Full-Time Devils the other day. He's got the old spanner next to his name. I saw him on Kevin Ashford's channel there. He's rocking a Man United badge on the old merch. Do you know what I mean? He's a closet Manchester United fan, this lad. He's moderating my channel. Do you know what I mean? No, he's just a top lad. But I mean, you know, that is funny, Alex. Like wearing Man United badges when you're an Arsenal fan. I just couldn't do it if it was the other way round. I tell you. Quetzalcoatl comments, away kit looks much better than the home kit in my opinion. I love the black away kit. It's so good. I loved the old sharp view cam one back in the day. In fact, I've still got it knocking about somewhere. And the old sharp view cam with the yellow sharp view cam, the black Roy Keane on the back, I think I had. So yes, I love that. I love a black kit on Manchester United. I think it just it suits us. I like it how it's appropriate for this game as well, because it's sort of good versus evil today, isn't it? And we are the evil ones. We've gone to Southampton. It's called St. Mary's. It's named after literally Mary. Or St. Mary, whatever. And then they are the Saints, and we've turned up in black, and we're called the Devils. It's good versus evil at St. Mary today, and at the moment, evil is prevailing. That's what I'm saying. Ryan Lim, how you doing? Comments, hey Pig, it's been a while. Absolutely, hope you're well, Ryan. He says, been away for a holiday, but United looking really good in the first half. Just a bit wasteful. Yeah, fair play. I like the way that we dealt with some of the defensive tasks in that game, where Southampton, they did get at us at times, and they did have some pleasure down the wings, and they did have some chances in that first half. I mean, they're just showing one now, which I missed in the first 7 minutes of the game, where they almost worked David De Gea there. United, though, look good going forward. Dan James, I mean, he scored that wonder goal. It's magic from the lad. It really is. They're just showing that again now. Absolutely magic. Right boot, takes it out to the right, gets it on his right, gets that half a yard, right peg, and bang! Bang! Into the top right-hand corner by Dan James. So, yeah, I'm with you. I think it was we've looked pretty good. We look pretty good going forward here. Little bit wasteful with our chances, as you say. Dan James had a couple of good opportunities. The first sort of half an hour is better than the last 15 minutes of the first half, to be fair. And, Southampton. Let's have a look at, they're just showing some information about Juan Mata. I'm very keen to see how he performed in this first half individually, because I want him to be successful for us. Oh, and I didn't realise, but Juan Mata is the lad. Not that it really means that it was a real goal-scoring, crafted opportunity. But Juan Mata got the assist for Dan James, which is brilliant. And then they're showing another opportunity by him here. Crafted, great movement, great passing, great vision. Oh, yes, Juan Mata seems to be doing pretty well so far. See, this is all the stuff that I missed during the game. But yeah, Juan Mata just gives us that little bit more intelligence in the final third. In behind the strikers, what I mean. If you put Lingard in there, Lingard's a great presser. He's good for certain games where you really need to close the opposition high up the pitch. But Juan Mata, more intelligent, more able and capable to unlock a defence. And you've seen that on display in that first half a couple of times there. He did get the assist for Dan James, although Dan James still had the world to do. He's an intelligent player. I like him anyway. I've always rated him. You're not going to hear me say a bad thing about Juan Mata. I don't think I really ever have done. I mean, maybe after a shocking performance, I might have said that he was shit today. But I've rated him generally. He's not a popular figure with United fans. I know that. Most people, when I talk about Juan Mata, they go right off on one and say that he's bang bloody average. What has he done? Needs to be sold. But I don't think that. I think that if used correctly, like in the hole, like in behind the striker here, he's got the intelligence, the passing, the creativity to be able to unlock defences and get the pacey players that we've got away, which he's done a couple of times today. So I think that Juan Mata's got a future at Manchester United. Comment here from Phil, who says, Kev, spot on. At least we got one good fullback. Let's see what... Oh, yeah. Kevin Ashford comments, how good was Wan-Bissaka in that first half? Nobody gets past the lad. I know, it's so true. Like, you just can't get past him. He's literally like Gandalf, thou shalt not pass. You can't get past the boy. I find it refreshing because United really struggled in that position the last couple of years. And the way that he just looks so ready. He looks so ready-made. I know he had one season in the Premier League. We sort of knew what we were getting ourselves into. But when the £50 million figure was raised, there were some eyebrows raised along with it because it's a lot of money. But right now, after the pre-season, after the 4 games that we're seeing in the Premier League here, he hasn't put a foot wrong. He's looked faultless. I think he's one of the best. He's one of the best right-backs in the world. Crazy to say that because he's only 21, but just you can't get past him. And if you can't get past a right-back, he's doing his job tremendously. I know at some point somebody's going to get past him. At some point there will be an error. But it doesn't look like he's got many errors in the game, lad. You can seriously see how last season he had the most tackles, the most successful tackles for a fullback in the whole league. Because just look at what he does. Look at the challenges that he makes. And it really does free United up as well. If you've got somebody that can win the ball back as effectively as him in that position, then you can get United away quickly. And he can overlap and soon you can turn defence into attack. I've just been so impressed with Aaron Wan-Bissaka in every single department, and he for sure definitely does have one big Saka because he's bang up for the challenge, and that's what we needed. We needed some balls at United. We had too many small Sakas. Now we've got a big Saka, and I like that. Thank you very much for getting involved here as ever. DJ Fergus Warren, how you doing, Fergus? Comments, exactly, Mata is way underused, top player. I agree with you, Fergus. I think he is way underused. Like, He's one of the best players that we've got. You haven't seen the best from him because we've not been using him in the best way for Juan Mata, which I think was a lot Jose Mourinho's fault. And, you know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's been guilty of doing it also. Who the hell wants to see Juan Mata played out in a wide position? He's not a physical player. Yeah, he can cross a ball, but he's not a physical player. He's not going to beat people with his pace. He's not really known for beating a man one-on-one with trickery and things like that. Listen, he is a technical player, don't get me wrong. He's got great dribbling, and but he's more known for being a pass master. He's more known for, you know, those really intelligent, short passers that can unlock defences. And he's the sort of player. Look at Manchester United's team, and this is a bold statement I'm going to make now at half-time here. This is a bold statement, okay? But if you look at Manchester United's team, how many of the players from United's team are going to be able to slot in, say, to a Man City, or slot in, say, to a Barcelona? Not that many of them right now. But I think Juan Mata would. Juan Mata would be able to slot into Barcelona's team, and I don't think they'd lose very much. I truly believe that, because he's that sort of a player. He's a small guy, but he's a pass technician master. And we've sort of gone away from that over the last few years, and we need to get a bit more back to it. Look at Paul Scholes. Was he a big lad? No. Was he a physical beast? No. I mean, he was a strong little guy, but he was a short pass master. And not saying height's anything really to do with it, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be about, let's get this big 6'4" Lukaku up top there just because he's a beast. And let's get these players, like Mourinho was assembling a big Manchester United team, which in some ways is good. That's how Mourinho wants to play. That's how he likes to play, with big physical players. But Ole Gunnar doesn't want to play like that. Manchester United don't want to play like that. We don't need to play like that because we can play a more exciting, a more expansive passing style of football. Especially if you've got players like Juan Mata in there. So that's my statement. I know it's a bold one. Let me know what you guys think at half-time here. Comment from Clam J, I hope Mata becomes a coach. Well, one day that could definitely happen. DJ Fergus, he's a top pass and mover. Absolutely, yes, in terms of, 1-2s, creativity, getting things going, playing it round the corner, 1-2s and just passing, mate. Just passing in general, yeah. He pass and moves like nobody else. So I think he's wonderful, and we don't utilise him enough. I hope that people understand that he is a useful player for Manchester United, and there's certainly players that are a lot more ahead of Juan Mata in terms of should be leaving the club. Way more. Jesse Lingard being one of them, for instance. There's no doubt about it in my mind, Juan Mata has a place at this club. Phil Hunt comments, Pogba needs some milk after that first half. Listen, Pogba, crikey, man, I mean, he gifted the ball away at the end of the game there. Classic characteristic of Paul Pogba, and it could have led to a goal. That's what pisses me off. It's like he does seem to try, but He's just not, I don't think he's suited to that role. Maybe he's trying to kid himself that he's suited to that role of being that box-to-box sort of defensive-minded as well as being a creative player in the centre of the park for us. I think maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is trying to convince himself of that too. But I think Paul Pogba's best position is the Juan Mata position, in behind the striker. Different sort of a thing. He's still creative, but he's more physical. He'll do different things in terms of creativity in that role. Now, the only problem for me is he's not the best player at United in that position either. So, so is he going to play there? I don't know. I just think it's kind of got to the time now where, unless he starts to do it consistently, we're going to have to look for an improvement at some point, because we need somebody to do it consistently. Gaz Newton comments, Daniel James for the Golden Boot. All the best. Big thanks very much, Gaz Newton, for getting in here, mate. You never know. He's right up there, isn't he, so far? Imagine that. What a stunner that would be. I mean, we're talking about Rashford and Martial getting 10 or 15, 20 goals this season. Maybe Daniel James can get 15. Shout out to Andrew Salib, who wants a shout out here. There you go. He says, please, how do you think United are going? You know how much I love you. You know how much I love you. I love you too, Andrew. Thank you very much. I think I read that wrong. But anyway, I think United are doing well so far in this game. Not amazing. Not amazing. We could have capped off some more opportunities. But, you know, we've had the better of the play, I think. We've had the better of it. We've cut them open a couple of times. We've looked very good from wide positions. I think Southampton, they've looked second best, but at the same time, they have had their chances, and they've not been completely out of the game, and they have tried to take the game to United. So second half, United need to concentrate, we need to keep our wits about us. We need to respect the fact that Southampton are a team at home here that are going to be coming at us and looking for the win, and not melt like we have done recently. We need to keep our organisation, keep our heads, keep our mentality. We don't want to see Paul Pogba giving the ball away like he did at the end of the first half and it leading to an opportunity again. Just keep it simple. There's no need for that. Keep it simple now. We've got the lead. Let them make the mistakes. That's what I say. Andrew Salib, table predictions. Okay, so end of the season, my table prediction, it's probably going to be Man City winning it. I just think they're so seasoned. They're so well-oiled. They're a really, really good team under Pep Guardiola. I love the style of football they play. They're so effective. Probably them, if not them. I know Liverpool winning the league at the moment, but it'll probably be Liverpool. But I do think Liverpool are going to finish second. Third place, I've got to give it to Spurs again, even though they've also had a bit of a ropey start to the season. I just look at their squad. I think they've got some really fantastic players in there, really good deep squad, and just some world-class players, the likes of Christian Eriksen, the likes of Harry Kane. I think they're a really fantastic team, unfortunately. So I think they're probably going to finish third. And then if I'm a realistic, Arsenal, I think, are actually going to finish fourth. I know Chelsea could be on a resurgence under Frank Lampard, but I just don't see them having the legs to do it this season. I don't see them having the experience. I don't see them having the players, because obviously they lost their best player. They didn't strengthen because they have a transfer ban. So I think they're probably going to finish sixth, which means that United are going to finish fifth. Now that is, you could say it's pessimistic to look at it like that, but that's how I'm a realist at the end of the day. I feel like United are not good enough to get top four at the moment. I think Arsenal are a bit better. Arsenal's strike force is way more experienced. You're going to see a lot of games with Aubameyang getting on the score sheet. You're going to see a lot of games with Lacazette getting on the score sheet. They've added that Kebelos, who looks a good pass master in the centre of the park there. And defensively, they've improved with Tierney and David Luiz. So, I mean, they could do the classic Arsenal bottle job later on in the season. They really could. And United could get top four, and I hope we do. But at this moment, I just think the squads, if I'm looking at the squads and the players and the experience and all these sorts of things, and the manager that we've got as well, like, you have to take that into consideration. He's not a seasoned manager who's won loads of things and is proven. He's also learning, like a lot of these players are, on the job. So that's my only thing. I think that's why we're going to finish fifth and we're going to struggle this year. But there's my top six anyway. I can't be asked to go through the rest of it, buddy. Kenzie Blow says, please can I have a shout out? You're a sick YouTuber. There you go, Kenzie. Thank you very much. Nice name as well. Quetzalcoatl says Spurs got 30 points in the last 22 league games. That's mid-table-esque. Is that really the case? Wow. Well, that I did not know. But you have to also remember they did go on a European run as well, which can take it out of you sometimes in terms of your domestic form. But I didn't know that. If that's true, then that's absolutely shit. But fair enough. I mean, they do have a good squad. You can't deny that Poch is a good manager. Their team's good. They've got good players in there. They've got Harry Kane's going to get 25 goals this year. You know, they're good. By the way, the game's on again. United, oh, ball to the back stick. It's taken by the goalkeeper there. Sorry, United just had a free kick. 46 minutes gone in the second half here. Did a piss poor job of telling you that the game had started again there, but it has. Andrew Salib, North London derby predictions. I'm going for 1-1. That's what I'm going for. I think it will be a draw. It's probably the most likely result. I'm going for a 1-1. I hope it's a good game. I hope there are some goals, but I think a draw would be very, very nice. That's what I'm going for. It's maybe a bit of a pussy answer, isn't it? Because you want me to lay my hat down next to some team. Well, what I will say is I actually want Arsenal to win just so I can banter Henry Hotspur a little bit. But a draw would be the best result, and that's what I actually think is going to happen. 46 minutes, 49 seconds gone. Here comes Southampton down the left. Kevin Danso's looked pretty lively. He's looked pretty good at getting, bypassing our defender and getting a ball in. Not the best ball there. Granted, it was shite. But he showed some promise for Southampton, this Kevin Danso. And I believe he's on loan this season. Marek Stachowski comments, I think we should be able to close this game out. We have the pace. Yes, hope so. I mean, pace is one thing. Being a headless chicken's another. We better make sure that we're not. Ashley Young with a throw for United. Oh, Pogba was it Rashford just won the ball back with a header and then made a surging run forward. That was fantastic. Dan James down the left here. Dan James, can he do his man? He almost does, but he's actually dispossessed and challenged there. But he tries to get the ball back and he wins a throw, does he? Oh, it's a free kick. Daniel James on James Ward-Prowse there with a little foul, apparently. I didn't see anything wrong with that, but there you go. Football's gone bloody soft, lads. So Southampton just won a free kick there. 48 minutes, 3 seconds gone on the clock. Become the Teapot comments, what's the lineup pick? Yeah, I just want to say apologies. There's not the usual live chat. There's not the usual ticker at the bottom of the team news. I just didn't want to. I didn't realise that I had deleted it on the OBS studio for my last stream that I did with the Full-Time Devils or whatever, so I had to set it all up again. And if I was going to do that, it would have taken me about 10 minutes, and I just wanted to get on here and because I was already late, and get on with the watch along. So don't worry, next week we will have the team news and we will have the live chat and everything back on there. But yeah, just to let you know, the team currently, I mean, I should probably, let me just go on BBC and make sure that there's not been any halftime substitutions. If there has, I will keep you up to date with what's going on. And if you're just joining us, United's currently leading Southampton 1-0 away from home at St Mary's. Dan James on the score sheet. Fantastic goal in the first half. 49 minutes just gone on the clock. Early fixture today. Later, we've got some interesting fixtures. Chelsea versus Sheffield United. They should batter them, but it'd be amazing if they didn't. Crystal Palace, Aston Villa. Leicester versus Bournemouth. Man City versus Brighton. You know that's going to be another 5-0. Newcastle versus Watford. West Ham versus Norwich. Burnley versus Liverpool later on. Come on, Burnley! Burnley at home on that one. Right, let's have a look at the lineups here, guys. So, just see if there's been any changes. I'll try and let you know. And there hasn't been any changes by Manchester United at half-time. I guess there didn't really need to be, but I just wanted to check to make sure so I wasn't giving you misinformation. But De Gea's in goal, Wan-Bissaka right-back, Lindelof and Maguire, the two centre-backs. Ashley Young, captain in the side, and he's left-back. Oh, my days! Hang on a second! Manchester United almost just scored! Oh, my days! Hang on a second. I'm sorry, you totally distracted me from the game! 50 minutes gone. United, I think it was Marcus Rashford up top there, tried a little improvised sort of flick over the keeper. Dan James down the left, he gets a great ball into Rashford. Oh, Dan James, what a pass that was! Sweeping pass in, a daisy cutter across the ground, but just curled lovely into Marcus Rashford. Let's have another look at this. Rashford gets across the first defender there, gets across his man just about, but not enough to be able to get anything on it. Let's have another look at this replay that happened a minute ago. So Rashford was clean through on goal, and he does a good job of just... Oh, no. He does a good job of just tricking the defender. He gets the space, but the keeper's closing him down, and he tries a sort of cute flick over him, but unfortunately goes right into the keeper there. But then after that, Dan James with a great bit of wing play to get down the left, beat his man, and whip a ball in. And Rashford very nearly got the end of it. I'll tell you what, if that was Ruud van Nistelrooy instead of Rashford, that's a goal, because that's the sort of thing that these strikers will live off. Those real poachers, they would have got there. That's all I'm saying. I know it's easy to say that. But Rashford's still young. He's got a lot of learning to do. But that was just laid for him there. Almost. He had a lot to do to beat the defender, but still. 51 minutes, 20 seconds gone. I'd like to see another goal or two from Manchester United here. Unfortunately, I wasn't even online at the time. I started late today to even commentate on the Dan James goal. So I do hope there's another goal for you guys anyway who are watching this. And for me too. Quetzalcoatl comments and says, I think this season will be Saints tottering. Oh, I see. Saint Totteringham's day. Spurs just look Spursy. Interesting comment there. I thought you were talking about Southampton, but no. Spurs, yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to win the league. They've had a bit of a ropey start to the season as well. Lost the other day against Newcastle, who haven't looked fantastic. Just poor from them, really. So I do expect them to pick themselves up, and I do expect them to finish in the top four, probably third again. That's my opinion. But they are a good team. Comment here from JP, who says, what validates Ashley Young as a United captain? Is he worthy enough? I don't really understand it either. Like, what does actually justify making Ashley Young the captain? Just because he's the oldest, I guess? He's the most senior player in this squad, and that's why he's the captain? I mean, he has been there and done that for United, for Villa, for England. He's been there and done it, so from that point of view, I can understand it. But you made him club captain. That's well and good when he's not playing, because David De Gea is captain, and but when he does play, he's just instantly the captain, yet he's probably the shittest player on the pitch in a lot of ways these days. Do you know what I mean? So I don't understand that. What can be going through Ole Gunnar's head to make Ashley Young captain? Don't get it. He does have the seniority. Maybe he's just going solely on that. And he's been at the club a very long time as well. I think, along with Chris Smalling, maybe Phil Jones, those are the players that have been here the longest for Manchester United. David De Gea came a little bit after, so yeah, I think he's probably in terms of the longest serving Manchester United player, he probably is, and also he's the oldest. So those are the only justification for it. He's not there from a captain point of view, from an actual leadership quality point of view, because you don't really see too much from him, and he's not really there for a footballing point of view either, because he doesn't lead by example. He's a left back or a right back or whatever, wherever we play him. So I really don't understand that either. But that's just why I think. Don't understand the captaincy being given to Ashley Young at all. Alex Rudd comments, Rashford may struggle this season. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it so early on, but I think he might. I really do think he might. I also think Martial will too. Based on the opening 4 games of the season, they've looked good at times. They scored goals at times. But consistency-wise, I mean, Rashford today, he should be doing better with a couple of those opportunities. Oh, Southampton with a bloody sitter! Shocking bit of defending by United there. But we kept compact enough, and Adams had a free shot in a very dangerous position just to the right of the goal. Let's have another look at this, see what happened with the United's defending here. So Paul Pogba was beaten way too easily. Paul Pogba is at fault there for getting done. Let's have a look. I mean, fair enough. It's maybe not that much he can do there, but he stuck out a leg and he didn't make the block, put it that way. And then the ball's gone out to Adams on the right, Che Adams, and he's just freaking spooned it, luckily for us. He's absolutely lashed it, and it was a shocking effort, but dangerous bit of play there by Southampton. United need to wake up a little bit there. I just want to see a bit more cojones here from the boys. Especially people like Pogba, who's supposed to be one of the best players on the pitch. Just a little bit more cojones from the boys. Get your body in there. Get your body on the line, Paul. That's what I'm saying. Right. Berberspin9, how you doing? Comments, hi Mr. Big, hi to you Berberspin, and hi everyone. Thank you very much for stopping by. Marshall Gralla, Juan Mata would be my choice for captain, dedicated to the club and well respected. Well, fair play to you, mate. The only thing about Juan Mata, he's just not the most vocal. He's not the most vocal of players. I know you don't necessarily have to be a captain, but I do like my captains to be barking at players. I like them to be organisers, and I don't really see that from Juan Mata. I do think he's as professional as they come, and he holds himself out there on the field with a great air about him. But no, I mean, in terms of leadership, leading the side, I mean, he could lead by example. But other than that, I think maybe there are slightly better candidates. But I respect your stance on that. I think he's a better candidate than Ashley Young. Gaz Newton comments, give the armband to Slabhead. Well, I do think Harry Maguire will get the future captain's armband at some point in the future, you know it. He definitely will, because he's a leader. He's shown that for England. He's shown it for Leicester. He's a leader. It's just that he's just come into this United side, and I think David De Gea expressed an interest at being captain, which Ole Gunnar basically made him vice-captain effectively when Ashley Young's not playing, and when Ashley's playing, he's the captain. So, of course, you can't really upset the harmony right away there, but I think it's only a matter of time before Harry Maguire will be a future United captain. Still, a lot could go wrong for him at United. Still, you know, it's early days in his United career, but if we're just assuming like he's going to carry on as he has done, or even improve over the next few years, then he's probably going to get the opportunity to be United's captain at some point. Here we go. Southampton have a a corner here. Phil, calm down. 57 minutes, 15 seconds gone. Southampton with a corner. Got to be dealt with. And theoretically, United should be better at dealing with set pieces than we were last year. Because we've got Wan-Bissaka, we've got Harry Maguire. These are players who are tall, who can get it away. Oh! Spurs with a chance. David De Gea, I believe it was, who just got it away there with a great save. The ball comes back in and oh! Oh, for fuck's sake! Vestergaard! What a load of shit! Oh, sorry guys, but I'm sorry about this, but United have just bloody conceded from a shitty ball in over from the right there. Not dealt with. Who was the defender who's let Vestergaard bloody get it on the end of it there? So corner in, and then it goes back out to the other side. Ball into the... Oh, and that's a bit of shocking defending there by Victor Lindelof. Beaten to it again, Victor. No! Let's have a look at this. He's just jumped above. There's no foul. He's not being climbed on. He's just beaten in the air. And okay, Vestergaard has leapt like a freaking salmon there. But defending set pieces, I was just saying before this happened, United should be better at defending set pieces. Well, yes, because maybe we've got Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, but not that Victor Lindelof twat. Useless there. I mean, okay, it was a good goal, it was a good finish. Vestergaard, he's done well. But Victor Lindelof, man, I mean, I don't see Harry Maguire getting beaten in that scenario because he's just too much of a big slabhead unit and he could jump. Whereas Victor Lindelof, like he showed in the last game, I don't think jumping is his forte, man. Is it? Alex Rincon comments, targeted Lindelof again. He is our weakness. Yeah, I mean, in terms of set pieces and stuff, I'm starting to agree with you. I thought maybe he could do the job for us as a partner. But that's textbook mistakes there, isn't it, Alex? I mean, the ball comes in. Either your defender's good enough to make the jump, get the jump on the attacker and clear it away, or he's not. And unfortunately, Victor Lindelof again is showing some real lacking in that aerial prowess department. Real lacking in that department. And that is worrying, man, because you know teams are just going to exploit that all season long if it continues. I mean, God, I just don't ever see Rio Ferdinand getting beaten to a ball like that coming in by anybody. I don't see Vidic being beaten to a ball like that coming in by anybody. That's all I'm saying. Even Harry Maguire. But, I mean, Lindelof's, he's been out-jumped and he's been outclassed there by Vestergaard, which is really worrying. My neighbours are probably thinking, what the hell's going on, by the way, because I did just scream off, for fuck's sake, really, really fucking loud. And the windows are open and stuff because it's hot. So, anyway, I don't care. Here come United now. We've got to sort our bloody lives out, because if not, you know, Southampton again, we've gifted them the momentum now. And they have looked decent in this second half, and if they come at us again and again and again, then they could get the winner, and this could be a truly awful start to the season for United, and a truly awful performance as well, and result, if it goes that way. I mean, let's see. There's half an hour left. United can still redeem ourselves. We can still redeem ourselves. Rincon comments, need Eric Bailly back. Good shout. He's great at stuff like that. He really is. He can clear a ball away like nobody else. He really is a complete leaper and a jumper and a header awayer. He's fantastic. But he's so injury prone. He's always bloody injured, that man. It's worrying. But yeah, I think when he comes into it, I mean, listen, I was all about giving Victor Lindelof the nod as being our main centre-back pairing with Harry Maguire this season. Based on what he did last year, I thought he was one of our better defenders in a shit season. And he's just looked good. He's looked like he's improved a lot. From when he first came in, when he was bloody bang average, he's improved so much. But even so, like, he's at the point now, you can't be making silly errors. You can't be like he did last week. And you can't be getting beaten by Vestergaard to the ball there. And it's just way too easy for them. That was just so easy for them. Little ball into the box. Lindelof beaten by the attacker to the jump. And they've just stuck it in the back of the net. I mean, Lindelof, he's just not good enough in a lot of ways, is he? Certainly in the aerial department. I mean, in terms of a passer from the back, he's great. In terms of, a tackler and a blocker and things like that, he reads the game well. But aerially, he's lacking. Physically, he's lacking a bit there. He can't jump. He's rooted to the ground. He reads aerial balls coming in. Not the best. Like we saw last week where he just got completely rooted to the ground. It's easy to jump on him there for this goal, and I don't want to do it, but that's 2 games in a row now that his defending in the air has been highlighted as an issue. And oh my days, here we go, Southampton with another corner in, and they know what they're going to do. They played it to Vestergaard again, and this time Lindelof manages to just get something on it. Southampton, here they come, and this is a nightmare for United now. An absolute nightmare. Because Southampton look like they've got the momentum. They know what they can exploit. They know that their set pieces are maybe not going to be dealt with like they should. And they are going to target Lindelof in this game. For the remainder of this game. You just wait and see. They're going to target Lindelof in the air. And they're going to get Vestergaard on him. Because they know he's got the jump on him. Phil says, Ollie waits too long to change it. Very true. I mean, you can criticise Ollie for whatever you want, but one thing I definitely criticise him for is his in-game management. This season's been poor. He hasn't made the necessary substitutions when they were needed. He hasn't managed the game well at all in any of the games, in my opinion. Like, he should have seen last week to rip Lingard off a lot earlier on. He shouldn't even be playing to begin with, based on the previous performance. But certainly we needed a change last week. We needed Juan Mata on last week, earlier, who could unlock their defence. But yeah, I mean, this is shit. This is really shit now. Because it looks like if anybody's going to make something happen now in this second half, it's going to be Southampton. Here they come again down the left. Ball to the back stick. David De Gea manages to clutch it. Oh my days. This is very, very, very worrying times. Victor Wilson comments, Vestergaard hardly ever wins attacking aerial duels, so this makes it kind of worse. Well, there you go then. I mean, he is a big unit, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen enough of really Vestergaard to say that. But if you have, and that's what you think, then that is a really even more piss poor, isn't it? The fact that he was done like that by Vestergaard. Lindelof just doesn't have the jumping prowess in the air. The aerial battles, the duels, he's going to lose them to a lot of players, it seems. Salib comments, North London derby, who's bigger? Is Emery the right man? Who's bigger in terms of the bigger team right now? I mean, oh, hang on a sec, United coming forward here. Rashford! Oh, blocked away by the defender. It comes out to Dan James. Dan James trickles it across the area. Nobody running onto it. Nobody waiting for it, unfortunately. Vestergaard clears it away. Sorry, Andrew Salib. So who's bigger? Well, Arsenal are a bigger club, aren't they? Sorry, Spurs fans. Historically, Arsenal are a bigger club. Maybe right now Spurs are a better club, but Arsenal are a bigger club. Fez Hun comments, I can't watch the game. Are we playing good? No, mate. We're not playing that good, to be perfectly honest with you. We've just gifted the possession away as well. Paul Pogba, was it? Was it Paul Pogba just passed it out to nobody for a throw-in? What? I missed that. But anyway, shock. We've not been good in this second half. Look, first half, we were the better team, I think. We still allowed Southampton some opportunities, but we dealt with them by and large. And we also scored a lovely goal with Dan James, and we also had a couple of really other good chances. But Yeah, I mean, this second half performance, we've been second best. Southampton have 100% taken the game to United, and they've got that equalising goal. We've had our problems at the back there in the form of Victor Lindelof exposed once again. Southampton flooding forward. It's 3-on-3. 3-on-3. Great challenge. Great challenge. I think Lindelof made the challenge there. Oh, and Romeo with a shot from distance. Come on, lads. Yeah, I mean, Southampton, look, they're definitely looking more likely to make something happen here. United haven't even had a good attack for ages. Closest we got there was Rashford's last shot, which was just straight into the first defender. De Gea tries to get us away with a pretty dodgy pass, and it's aimless by Paul Pogba. What are you doing? Oh my God, Paul Pogba tried to play a forward pass. I think it was Paul Pogba. It may have been McTominay, actually, I'm not sure. But it was an awful bloody pass through the centre of the pitch, trying to unlock the defence there, but just aimless. And now Southampton get the ball back, and they've got space down the right-hand side of the pitch, which they can exploit. Here they come. Ashley Young's been done again! And the ball comes into the box, but luckily no red shirts are able to get onto the end of it. Oh, it gets bloody worse. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, now he's making some substitutions. Guess who's coming on? Guess who Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's bringing on? So Pereira's gone off the pitch. Probably the right decision, to be fair. But Jesse Lingard's coming on. Jesse Lingard has been useless recently. Okay, he's got some legs, he's got some pace. But, I mean, and Juan Mata's coming on for Matic. Matic, Static, Twatic, Frankenstein's on for Mata. So we just taken creativity off the pitch. Sorry, we've taken creativity off the pitch and put no creativity on. Are you serious, Ole Gunnar? Are you serious? Like, Matic. We're trying to win this game. You bring Static, Twatic, Matic on. I mean, I could understand if it was Matic for Pogba or something. Because Pogba's had a poor game. And he's not being too creative today. And if you're just using somebody as a defensive man, but... got me questioning things again. This game's got me questioning things again. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, man, like... look, let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Maybe he's seen something we haven't seen, okay? And Matic and Lingard are going to be the answers to our problems here, and we're just going to sort it out and win. But, I mean, those are not the most positive of substitutions you've ever seen, are they? Matic and Lingard coming on for Mata and Pereira. Bloody hell. Alex Rincon comments, Pogba is playing in Mata's spot now as number 10. Oh, fair play to you. Good observations there. So he is. Let's have a look. Here he is now on the ball. He surges forward. Finds a teammate. It's a good bit of play by Pogba there. But unfortunately, Lingard couldn't do anything with it. But that actually, yeah, Pogba looked quite comfortable there with that drive and run there. A bit further up the pitch. He's got less to do. You're absolutely right. He's in behind. And Matic and Lingard, I don't really know what's going on with the lineup. Let's see. Jesse Lingard plays it out to Matic. Matic with a shot, and it's over the bloody goal by a country mile. He's playing American football, this prick out there. Bloody hell. I mean, there's having a shot and there's having a shit, isn't there? And that's what he's just had there. Right, they're just showing the replay of the goal that Southampton scored, and it's a shame because David De Gea made a really good save just before it, which palmed it away to the other side of the pitch, but then they've whipped the ball back in, and Lindelof is definitely at fault here. Definitely at fault. Westergaard should not be beating him there. He's had a mare. He's not good in the air. Wengy Simmons comments, great commentary. Thank you very much, Wengy. Neil Duffin, Matic and Lingard, for F's sake, we need the win. Greenwood, question mark. I was a little bit surprised Greenwood wasn't starting this game today, with Martial being out. I thought that was a little bit negative that we didn't start Greenwood. I mean, you're building him up in pre-season, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and you're telling him, hey, maybe he's going to start against Chelsea. And okay, it's some mind games and stuff, but he hasn't started a single game yet, even with Martial being injured. So it's not going to fill him with confidence, is it? Anyway. Stefan Gianola comments, Lingard, poor bench, rich board. What I'm sinking. Don't know what that means, but but yeah, I sort of think I know what you mean. Like, Lingard is poor. It's a poor bench. United's bench is not great. We haven't got the depth there. The board is rich. The team is poor. I see what you're saying. Alex Wink on Matic and McTominay are RCMs. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got, yes, Matic and McTominay, Pogba in front. I mean, that actually sounds pretty decent. Let's see what Pogba can do there. Because just in terms of having a bit of stability to allow Pogba free, that's all I mean by that. I mean, I still think Juan Mata's probably more useful in this game, but we're trying something different. Maybe we need a bit more physicality up there, which is what we've added in spades, really, by bringing the players we have on the pitch. We've added Jesse's little pace merchant, you know, the way he harries and hassles. We've added Matic's brawn, if you want to call it that, and we've added Pogba's physicality higher up the pitch now. So, I mean, we'll have to see if it works. We'll have to see if it works. I mean, I was liking Juan Mata in there. I just wasn't liking what I was seeing behind Juan Mata. Once again, McTominay and Pogba were inviting issues onto United. The midfield was being bypassed by Southampton, and they were causing us problems by whipping balls in, set pieces and things like that. So I guess it makes sense to have some taller lads on there, to get Matic on there to help out with defending set pieces. I think maybe Ole Gunnar's looked at that and gone, do you know what? They're just going to try and get Lingard. Sorry, they're just going to try and get Lindelof every time with that ball in this game. So I think maybe he's brought Matic on just to stick him on Vestergaard or stick him in there for the set pieces. Perhaps. It makes sense. He's a big lad. 72 minutes, 5 seconds gone on the clock. Thanks to everybody who's joining me on the live stream today, by the way, guys. I haven't actually said that, have I? Thank you, you guys, for tuning in today on the watch along. Oh, it's a red card for a Southampton player. Who is it that's just been sent off? Hang on, let's just cut away. Let's just see who's been sent. That's good. That is good. Yellow card for Kevin Danso. Second yellow card, and he's off. Kevin Danso, he's had a decent game for them today. He walks down the tunnel. He has been sent off, and Southampton are down to 10 men. Let's have a look at this. Kevin Danso comes in on McTominay. It's late. He's scissored across him. You can't really do that in today's... He's scissored his legs out from him. It's a definite foul. I mean, it is a yellow card. It's a red card. So he's gone. Southampton down to 10 men. That gives United 20 minutes to make our numerical advantage count. If we can't do that, then we are truly bang average cash, aren't we? With the team we've got against 10 men, if we can't get the game won now, what the bloody hell is the problem with United? We've got to do it, though. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, guys and gals. We're going to do it. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Smash a cheeky like on this video if you're in here. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I try and do as many watch-alongs for Man United games. Certainly we'll be doing all the Premier League games this season. So you can watch along if you want a different vibe to... I know there's a lot of channels that do watch-alongs and things. But if you want a different vibe, subscribe and keep a lookout for upcoming videos. Pogba on the ball here. On the left-hand side of the pitch. Ashley Young... plays it back to Pogba. Pogba gets his head up, and he plays it a great pass. Pogba with a great pass. Oh, Pogba, he's still on the left. He gets the ball back. It was cleared away. But Paul Pogba, here we go. Another good pass from Paul Pogba. Matic. Ashley Young with a cross to the back stick. It's dealt with temporarily. Matic wins it back. Out to Ashley Young on the left. Paul Pogba showed a couple of great passes there, I must say. Really great. Didn't lead to anything, but it could have done. And that's what I like to see. That was some good stuff by him there. Finally. Ball to the back stick! Oh, Dan James was waiting for it. He tried the first time volley. Maybe should have controlled it there, but he's feeling ambitious, this lad. And he went for the first time volley, and it was still in play. That's how wide it was. Dan James gets to the back stick. He cannot control it. Oh, Dan James, lad. After a great first half, just a couple of inexperiences, couple of errors creeping in here that you can see. Yeah, I mean, that's poor. That is absolutely gashed out. I can't make any excuse for that. Wan-Bissaka's done tremendously, by the way, to get the ball in over the top of the defence. And Dan James is waiting for it, but he cannot control it. But before that, he did have a shot on goal set up by Paul Pogba. So, yeah, I mean, he's had a great game overall today. He scored that one goal. Just unable to bring it under control there. Here he is on the ball again. And it's a Southampton throw. So, the Saints have got to hold on for 15 or possibly, anywhere up to 20 minutes with stoppage time. United are going to have to break them down. I mean, we've got the numbers on them. They've got 10 men out there. So there's no excuses for United in this game. If we don't win this game now from this position, then we are truly a shite team. We truly are a shite team. Because there's plenty enough time. Ole Gunnar can change, do what he wants now. He's just made a couple of substitutions. So now it's time for them to pay dividends. JP, season full of lucky 1-1 draws, it seems, lads. Oh! Henry Meston. How you doing, Henry? He echoes my thoughts and says, if we can't beat Southampton, we're finished. I mean, I think that we are, especially a 10-men Southampton. If we can't beat Southampton anyway, we're finished, really, from this point of view of the season. Like 5 points out of 12 if we draw this game now. I mean, that is a shocking start by anyone's standards, really. 5 points out of 12? That's not United. That's not United. Sorry. Here you go, Southampton making a couple of changes. Danny Ings coming off the pitch. Yoshida coming on the pitch. Also want to say, if you've not checked out my rap battle, I did get it on a day late. I tried to get them out on a rap battle, rap diss track, whatever you want to call it. I did try and get it out on the Thursday, but I just was a bit too busy. I couldn't record it and stuff. So it came out yesterday. If you've not seen it, you might as well check it out. But they're sort of just like a complete jinx, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like, I tried to motivate the lads. I sent Ole Gunnar a personal message and said, look, just play it to these twats before the game. He's not listening to me. He's not listening to me. Alex Rudd comments, we need to get Pig more subs. Share the stream, guys, and chuckle like, oh, thank you very much, Alex Rudd. Much appreciated, mate. Yeah, tell a friend, share it around, do what you can, you know. I'll just be here every single week doing what I can. And if you guys can help me out by sharing it around and all that sort of stuff, you're a bunch of legends. Gungshi in the house as well. Thank you very much for getting in here, Gungshi. Nice to see you on here, mate. With a super chat as well. Thank you. He comments, hi, Pig. I've just got home and tuned into the Flying Pig right away. How come we're drawing again? Thank you very much for getting in here, Gungshi, so immediately once you're home. Unfortunately, not being able to watch the game up to this point. I'll fill you in. I mean, United have not looked great, mate. Southampton have just had a man sent off. There's 15 minutes left, so I'm hoping that we can go on to win this game. Ole Gunnar took Mata and Pereira off a minute ago and brought Matic and Lingard on. That tells you pretty much everything. We've got Ashley Young as captain at left back. That's another thing that will tell you everything. And to be honest with you, Gungshi, first half I thought we were the better of the two teams. We got the goal. Dan James was mesmerising, and Dan James scored a fantastic goal, which was right out the top drawer. You've got to see that if you're not seeing it. Wonderful goal by Dan James. But in the second half, I mean, you know, up until them getting a man sent off, they were the better team. They caused us problems. The error and that's what it is, I'm going to call it an error, by Lindelof led to the goal, which was a cross in, and he's just been beaten to the ball in an aerial duel with Vestergaard. Oh! Ball across the 6-yard box! And unfortunately, Rashford is not able to get on the end of it again. I'm telling you, once again, if that's Ruud van Nistelrooy in that scenario, it's in the back of the net. He doesn't seem to possess that real poacher mentality, that real poacher style of play there. Because there's been 2 occasions in the second half where I swear, if it was Ruud van Nistelrooy, I know he was probably the best in the game, one of the best in the game ever, at just getting round the corner of the defender and getting something on it into the back of the net. But I'm telling you, man, if that was Rudy, it's in the back of the net. We just don't have, like, I don't want to jump on Rashford, but he's not looked very good today. He's had a couple of good moments, don't get me wrong, but as a goal scorer, and that's probably why you're seeing Mason Greenwood coming on, you know, he's warming up, he's stripping off right now. So yes, to fill you in, Gungshi, it's not been a very good second half for United. We should still hopefully get the job done. Pogba had a poor first half, I thought, giving the ball away, doing basically nothing. Since we've stuck him up top there, since we've stuck him up in behind the striker, he's done a couple of decent things, but, you know, the time's running down now. There's 10 minutes left. This time is running down. Lance Stone, NYC in the house. Loads of people from NYC watch this channel for some reason. It's bloody awesome. Fair play to you. Drinking your cup of coffee on the sidewalk. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Thank you very much for being here, wherever you are in the world. If you're tuning in from the Faroe Islands, from Beirut, from New York City, wherever you may be, thank you very much for tuning in. Smash a like on this video. Get your thoughts in. Oh, we've got to do something now. Here we go. Come on. Come on, Jesse Lingard. Ball to the back stick. Daniel James brings it under control. Ashley Young plays it to Matic. Matic gives the ball away. So if you look at how we are playing at the moment, I mean, Southampton have got 10 men. United are just camped in Southampton's half. 81 minutes gone on the clock. But we need to make something happen now. Maguire with the ball out to the left to Dan James. Dan James to the right stick. It's way too much on it. And it goes over everybody and out for a goal kick. Ugh. It's me, Mike comments. Pig the rap was fire. Well, I'm happy. I thought it's the worst one I've done so far, personally, that last one. I wasn't feeling great. There was a lot of syllables in that one. And it wasn't timing-wise. Timing-wise, it was off. But I did it about 15 times. And after the 15th time, I just thought, I'm not going to do any better than this shit. So that's, so I appreciate it. I think lyrically, it had the most lyrics anyway. But, you know, I did my best anyway. If you guys like them, then also please share them too. Because, you know, I know a lot of people do really enjoy them. But just see if we can get a few more people watching them every week. And I'll keep doing them anyway. I enjoy making them. They're fun. I know it's not all about views and things like that, but yeah, check it out if you've not seen it. Not that it really means anything now, because we've not really employed that, have we? We haven't actually gone out there and well, we're not doing it yet. We've got 10 minutes left. Rincon says the rap was fire. Thank you very much, Rincon. And Rincon, special shout out to you, because he's basically like my producer. You know, like Eminem had Dr. Dre. Well, the pig has got Alex Rincon. Do you know what I mean? Because he mixes them together for me when I send them over. So thank you very much, Rincon. You're a legend. Oh, Rashford with an opportunity. It's a good save in the end by his foot. He's just managed to kick it away. Good reflex save with his foot there. But let's have another look at what happened. Pogba with the through ball. Great pass from Pogba there. Have to respect that pass. And Rashford, again, maybe should be doing better. Maybe should be doing better. But he gets the shot off. And it took a good save to deny him. Matic on the ball. Matic on the ball. Maguire on the ball. Surging run forward by Maguire. Good little pass to Dan James. Dan James gets his head up. Ball to the back stick. Looping ball. Too much on it. Cleared away by Southampton. Running out of time here. We are running out of time. Manny Slufaki comments, Kalispera, Mr. Pig. Kalispera, Manny. Thank you very much for getting involved, buddy. You fellow Greek legend. Let's hope it's a Kalinikta for United later, eh? I'm not that great at Greek. I can say some things, though, like, Iamo inni ivramunde exikronon. I believe that's Greek. Yeah. Here comes Southampton. Here comes Southampton anyway. Counter-attack. Counter-attack. Oh, good job there. Good job by Maguire. Good job by Maguire to get the ball and get it away. Here comes Ashley Young down the left. Run forward. Jesse Lingard. That's who you want, actually, in this situation. Running into space. Oh, and he's a selfish bastard. Why go for the 35-yard shot when there's a defender waiting right in front of you who blocks it away easily, and you've got a runner down the right calling for it in space? Selfish bollocks from Jesse Lingard, man. He's bloody useless. Let's have another look at this. Look, who does that? Why have a shot from there? You literally had a runner right next to you. You could have got Manchester United in behind their defence then, like that. And did he do that? No, he didn't. Why? Because he's a bloody useless tithead. That's why. Gungshi says we cannot be drawing with teams like Southampton. 100%, mate. 100%. Can't be drawing with teams like Southampton. Can't be drawing with teams like Wolves. And Wolves are a better team than Southampton. And losing a Crystal... I mean, oh my days, what a shocking start it's been. But look, there's a bit of time. 5 minutes. Come on, here we go. Dan James! Dan James! Oh, he puts the ball across the 6-yard box. Everybody's beaten, though. It goes to the right-hand side of the pitch here. Manny comments, your raps are really good, but every time you post a rap, Man United have been shit and dropped points. It's so true. It's like literally the fire in the booth curse or something. Fire in my room curse, I should say. Crap. Barnes comments, hey Pig, why are you more active on the channel this season? P.S. I love it. I just want to try and do a bit more on YouTube, and do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, really, I ain't doing anything with my life. And I'm not saying I can make a living out of doing YouTube, but, you know, I can certainly spend more time doing YouTube. Like, my work hours changed a little bit as well. That's probably a bigger factor. Last season, I was always working on match days and things like that. And this season, I'm really not. So, it's good. So it's very, very good that I'm not working on the days when Manchester United are playing. There's still going to be some days where I can't do them, but I'll absolutely be trying to do watch-alongs. I'm absolutely trying to get more content out there. And just trying to grow the channel a little bit. You know, I don't want world domination. I don't want 500,000 subscribers. I just want to try and grow it a little bit. It'll be fun. So, here we go. Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba plays in Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard with a shot, but it's wide. It's wide. Fair play for having a pot there, but it's wide. Good bit of play by Paul Pogba. I'm actually liking what I've seen since Southampton have gone down to 10 men for Paul Pogba. What does that tell you? I don't know, but since Pogba's gone up top there, and since they've gone down to 10 men, he's doing okay. Gaz Newton said Pig wants the dollar. Well, you know, you can say that if you want, but I mean, there's not been a month that I've made over more than a few $100 ever on YouTube. So, you know, it would be nice, but obviously it's not really my main motivating factor of doing these videos. I do them primarily because I enjoy them. But I see other twats out there, of course, or other people out there, excuse me, who are milking the fans for money. And I could join that clickbait brigade if I really wanted to and make a bit more money. Of course I could, but I'm not going to. Not in that sense anyway. I'm just going to do more stuff. Oh, Lingard with a shot from the edge of the area. It was almost like the reverse of Dan James's attempt earlier, just on the right. But it was saved by the goalie there, unfortunately. Wan-Bissaka gets it back on the right-hand side, though. 87 minutes, 55 seconds gone. Ashley Young down the left. Dan James! Dan James! Dan James! Oh, he gets a great ball in, but it's cleared away. Ashley Young. Oh, my days, Ashley Young! Wow. He's almost scored there. Sorry, I almost reacted like that was an actual goal. It bloody wasn't. But it was one of those classic looping shots from Ashley Young from distance. Just like the two that he scored in that 8-2 drubbing of Arsenal all those years ago. And I'll tell you what, it's a bloody good effort from the lad. He's only about a foot away. Keeper is beaten. But he couldn't get it into the back of the net, unfortunately, there. Great bit of play there by Lingard for that shot. Like, that was actually class. The step overs, cut inside, beat his man. Got the shot away. Really good save by the keeper to deny him. That was actually good by Lingard there. Quetzalcoatl comments, Lingard looks 17 but plays like a 37-year-old despite being 27. Gaz says, there's no hate, bro. Love the channel. Make all you can, bro. Fair play to you, son. Thank you very much, Gaz. Dan James with the ball into the back post again. He's out getting a lot of joy down the left, but just can't quite get anybody on the end of it at the moment. And we've got a corner. We've got a corner. United have a corner, and we are very, very close to the stoppage time now. 89 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Ashley Young steps over the ball at the corner flag. Can we prevail in this game? Can evil beat the good at St. Mary's? Can the Devils beat the Saints at St. Mary's? Here we go. There's not long left to find out. Ashley Young with a corner in. Oh, I'm not so sure about that corner, Ashley. It's bloody useless. Right, here we go. He gets it back. Short one to Matic. Matic. Short one back to Ashley Young. Ashley Young whips the ball in. Pogba can't get the end of it. Hang on, no. 4 minutes of stoppage time, right? Come on, lads. There's no way United can bloody drop points against Southampton on this one. Not after the shitty Crystal Palace game and the shitty Wolves result. There's no way we can bloody drop points in this game. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 bloody minutes of stoppage time. That's all we've got. Alex Rice says, why you got to bring up the 8-2? Listen, I ate to bring it up, Alex, but I just had to. Yeah, 4 minutes stoppage time. JP says, Gashtastic. Mark's in. Ashley had the best shot in the second half. Says it all. I mean, it's shocking, isn't it? It's absolutely Gashtastic what's happening here. This has been a terrible second half. The only reason we're really dominating them now is because they got us sending off. Before that, they were getting the better of us. Gary Wells can't even beat 10 men. It's shocking. It's absolutely unreal what's going on here. Look, there's 3 minutes left. Come on, you know there's going to be a last gasp late winner here for United. You know it. It cannot go any other way. There's no way we can drop points to these bloody losers. Gungshi comments with a super chat. Thank you very much, Gungshi. Pig, loving the increased content on your channel lately. You've got a different style to anyone else on YouTube. And while you may not have 1 million subs, the followers you do have are really loyal. You're the best. Gungshi, you just reached out and touched a brother by the heart there. You really did. Thank you very much, Gungshi. Yeah, I'll get back to you in just a moment because Southampton are attacking United's goal. And we got it away. Right, so... yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. I do have a different style because I'm just me and maybe I'm a bit of a wacky guy, but that's just how I am. In some ways, like I was listening to my commentary for the Full-Time Devils I did the other week, and at times I was like, just it sort of sounds like some pro commentary there. You know, at times. Not that I'm really trying to do pro commentary, but... yeah, I mean, you know, there's some reason why you people are tuning in and watching me, isn't there? So thank you very much, Gungshi, and thank you to everybody else who does support this channel. Really appreciate that. Smash a like on it. Dan James comes forward down the left. Oh, what was that? He just tried to get a cross in, and it was just ridiculous. He's literally hit the advertising hoardings when he's trying to whip a cross in. Crikey. And their defender's gone down like he's been shot. Let's see what happens here. Dan James, is it a legitimate injury? He's got so much pace, man. Dan James does his man there. And his shot, he does sort of kick accidentally, completely accidentally. Does sort of kick the Southampton defender there. There's only a minute of time left. There's only a minute left in this game. And of course, they're playing the old injury game here. They're playing the injury game, whether it's an injury or not. Ben Tweed comments, it's horrific. They've got 10 men. Come on, United. Bloody come on now. It's over. It's basically over. There's a minute of stoppage time left. I know there'll be a little bit extra. There'll be a little bit extra because of the injury that's going on here. Ashley Young's just been given a yellow card as well for going and protesting at the player on the ground there. He's the captain there. Fair play though. He's trying to make them realise this guy's just playing the game and taking the piss, and we're running the time out here. Barnes with a super chat. Thank you very much. Is that Australian currency? I don't even know. But thank you very much, Barnes, for getting in here. He says, I love the pig. I love you too, Barnes. Thank you very much for getting in here, buddy. Loving the love at the end of this show, even though United are shit. Little Z says, by the way, I ordered the Flying Pig United shirt. You absolute hero. Thank you very much. I do have some new merch. You can check it out on my Teespring shop somewhere. Thank you so much, mate. That's awesome. Send me a picture of it on Twitter, please. When you get it, when you put it on, take a picture. I'll retweet it 100%. Thank you so much for doing that. Man, hang on. We've got a minute left. Let me concentrate. So we're actually over the stoppage time now, but of course there was that injury, so we've got to add a minute or two on. And remember, guys, I'm going to end this stream pretty abruptly once this game finishes, because I've got to get set up for the post-match reaction, which is going to be a fucking massive rant, to be honest. If we don't... well, even if we do score, it's going to be a rant, because we've gone about this like a bunch of pansies, man. So don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere after this video is finished. Come back in a couple of minutes, and we will dissect Manchester United in this game a bit more. But yeah... smash a like on this one, subscribe on this one, whatever, before you go. And Southampton have a free kick. This is just really shit though, isn't it? I mean, 10 men, we can't beat 10 men, and you telling me we can't beat a 10-men Southampton team? Is that how shit we've become? And the players we've got out there, they're good enough to do the job. They're good enough to do the job. What's going wrong, man? What's going wrong? I'll tell you what's going wrong in my post-match analysis. Back to the keeper, really? Back to the keeper, really? Are we playing for the point here? Get up the pitch! Finally, played up top. Dealt with by Southampton. Oh, this is sloppy. Unbelievable. Fucking unbelievable, this. It's truly unbelievable, man. What a shocking start to the season. Barely any time left whatsoever. 10 seconds? Don't know. 10 seconds left? Ashley Young out wide. He whips the ball in. It's a shocking effort. It's too much on it and the keeper clutches it to his chest and surely that's it. Surely that's the final whistle. Oh, bollocks, man. That's it. That's the end of the fucking game. United have just drawn 1-1 with Southampton at St Mary's. A truly pitiful, depressing result. Right, guys, don't go anywhere. Thanks to everybody who's tuned in and everything. Oh, my God. Right, I'll see you in a minute for a little breakdown. Don't go anywhere. Incoming in 2 or 3 minutes. Right, guys, thanks very much for tuning into this live stream, though. You're a bunch of legends. United, once again, dropping points against inferior, subpar opposition. We are truly a shambles at the moment. I'll speak to you in a moment. Don't go anywhere. This is the big... Take it easy.